So,
Hello,
hello.
welcome back to TalkAlley. It's been a while, Mike, no?
Yes, it's been a while, but we have something for you.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So, back to TalkAlley, where voices cross borders and stories build bridges. I'm Maria.
And I'm Mike. And today we have a guest who's worth the weight of experience, the warmth of healing, and the power of truth. She's an author, speaker, and a woman whose life has spanned continents and cultures. Yes, she is truly inspiring. But before we introduce our guest, Maria, let's watch this.
Sa gabi marahil na imbento ang mga kwento. Nabubuhay ang mga alaala. Tumitingkad ang mga sa isip ng isa at ng kanyang lipunan. Sa tanglaw ng apoy, ang tagapagsalaysay ay nagkukwento ng nagdaang mga araw, taon at panahon. Mga alamat at pangitain ng mga dakilang ninuno at mahiwaga nilang daigdig. Sa pagkabuhay ng mga kwento, lumalawak at lumalalim ang unawa ng isa at ng kanyang lipunan. Ito ang liwanag na kumakalat sa dilim. Nooy sa paraang pag-ulit ng mga salaysay, sinasalin mula sa bibig, dadapo sa pandinig, at ipapasa sa bagong salin lahi. Paulit-ulit na tilamsik ng liwanag. Pagkaraan, natutong itala ang mga diwa't kahulugan. Ang karunungay hindi na lamang binibigkas, hindi sinusulat. At ang sinulat ay binabasa na nagdulot ng mas malalim na unawa. Tinig at panulat ang naging paraan sa paglaganap ng kaalaman. Makaraan ng mga dantaon ng pagsalin at paglaganap, ang daloy ng kaalamang ito'y natanto ng isang murang isip na manghang-mangha sa yaman ng karunungang lumalim na't lumago. Niyapos nitong paslit ang karunungang ito sa anyo ng isang munting alab na sumunog sa gamugamong naakit sa liyab. Sa puso niya nag-alab at natutuhan na ang karunungay hindi sinasaulo lamang, kundi pinagyayama't sinusuri. Tinitiyak hanggang matuklasan ang isang katotohanan. Bilanggo pala ang kaisipan na siya ring nag-udyok ng pagbalikwas. At sa sandaling iyon, nasilip niya ang bighanit kapangyarihan ng paglaya. Ang kalaya ay naging maalab na pangarap ng inaliping pag-iisip na nagbunsod ng pagbabagong makamit ang minimithi. Ang malayang kaisipang ito ay umuugnay sa mga haraya sa iba pang panig ng daigdig. Pumailan lang ang mga tipak ng diwa na parang mga saranggolang matitingkad. Ang karunungang bayan pala'y pandaigdigan. Magpahanggang ngayon, pinupuno ng imahinasyon ang papawirin nitong bayang patuloy na kinakamit ang ganap na kalayaan.
Yes, and next week it's going to happen, the Frankfurter Buchmesse, this October 15th, 19th. The Philippines will be the guest of honor for the, what are you doing?
I'm looking for the other book, Nick the Chick.
Okay. So it must be one of those here. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, listeners and viewers, we have already here on the floor, also everywhere, packages that we prepared and going to ship for the preparation, building up the booth. We hope to see you all there. As you know, the book fair 2025 is in Frankfurt this year. Guest of honor the Philippines, which is an interagency program of the National Commission for Culture and the Arts, NCCA, the National Book Development Board, the Department of Foreign Affairs, the Embassy in Berlin, Philippine Consulate General in Frankfurt, and the Office of Senator Lauren Legarda. Yes.
And you know what, Mike? It's kind of sad. This is going to be the last time we will be playing that video.
Yes,
We
yeah.
have been campaigning for it for more than a year, right?
Yes.
So
We have been
yeah,
preparing
and
for quite a
finally
while.
next week we're gonna be there joining all the delegates from the Philippines.
Yes, so listeners and viewers, be part of this event. More than 500,000 people are coming. There are more than 7,000 exhibitors who are going to be at one location over a span of 5 days.
Mhm.
So it's an event, especially because of the Philippines. It's going to be like a one in a lifetime event for everyone, for us. So
Yes.
we want to take the most out of this. Please attend.
And of course, we have our own booth.
Yes,
And can you, before we continue, we have another video out there.
yes. I love it. I have to play it again.
You just missed that show, Mike.
Yes. Yes, Bradford and Batchoy. To get a copy, send us a message or visit our website, mrankerbooks.com,
Yeah.
or meet the
And
author.
that is Bratwurst and Batchoy.
Yes,
Show
here
them.
we have the soft cover.
Mhm.
We also have hardcovers coming, also translated in German.
Mhm.
And or meet also the author, which is here.
Hi.
And not only her, but also from other books that we have under our
Yes.
publishing house.
That's right. We have a lot actually, and the others are still to come.
Mhm.
But you'll see them at the Frankfurter Buchmesse.
Yes, we will keep you posted at the Frankfurter Buchmesse Hall 5.1.
Yes, and we have several
126.
books translated in German as well.
Yes.
So that's very exciting. And yeah, we hope to see you there at Hall 5.1 A126, just across the Philippine Hall. So
Yes.
you will not miss
Yeah,
it.
we will be the ones who are waving to you and
Come
ask you
here.
to visit.
Bring us food.
Have a talk. Okay. So, yes.
Yeah. So, eto na nga. Yeah, we have a guest, as you have mentioned. She carries the weight of experience, warmth of healing, and the power of truth. She's the author of Doorbell Dictator, A Dad Quarantine Wisdom. Teka, A Doorbell, A Dictator, A Dad. Yun yung title ng book.
Yes.
And then Quarantine Wisdom, and the Practical Guide to Sigbin. Keeping a Cozy Fantasy on the Island of Fire. Sikihor. Uy, interesting. It's both in English and German. So her writing is deeply personal yet profoundly universal.
Yes. So please welcome to TalkAlley, MITOS SUSON, or as many know her, Ming. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Ming.
Hi.
So,
How are you?
yes, how are you?
Cold. Coming from,
bit cold.
Davao. That's why like, oh my God, it's so cold.
Okay. Yeah.
And thank
yeah,
you for
it's a
having
bit
me.
always to acclimate. Thank you for your
Yeah.
time and thank you that you are
Yes.
here with us today.
Ming is currently in
Strasbourg.
France, and of course she's enjoying the place with her husband, who's here for the first time in Europe, right, Ming?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
let's start from the start. Of course, what inspired you to write your first memoir, A Doorbell, A Dictator, A Dad? And what made you feel it was time to tell the story? Was this book talks about martial law?
Yes, it was really due to come out. I've been writing. It was like a 10 years. It was so challenging,
Oh.
Yes, because I had to drop names, which was important for the story, and I
Uh-huh.
wasn't sure, who might get hurt or if I'm still allowed to
Mm.
come home. So it's a very
Mm.
sensitive book, but it needed to be written because I needed to get it off my
Mm.
system. Because as when
Yes.
my father, it's a memoir actually,
Of
and
your father.
my relationship with my father. He was
Okay.
a political detainee for 4.5 years during martial law. And
Okay.
so it affected, I was 12 years old, and it affected my entire family. So it was a trauma that I
Mm.
needed to really release. So it's even more like a healing or, therapy for me. But I couldn't believe that I really got it to release it. And after that, when it came out, everything got easier. So I really needed to get this off my system. And then I felt like I could now be free to write.
Oh, just like my mother, I can actually relate to Ming because my mother
Yeah.
was also a political detainee.
Oh,
I
wow.
also started to write a memoir, but I couldn't even, continue doing it. When I was reading
It's challenging.
the
It's really, really
reports
challenging.
about
Yeah.
her detention, about the torture, and everything else that she went
Yeah.
through, I can't
Yeah.
continue. So it was brave of you
It's
to actually finish an entire book dedicated to your father and what he went through during those times. Yes, such a brave move.
it is.
And
He gave me
that's
his
the
blessings.
reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you've lived in Europe, South America, and the US. How has displacement and movement shaped the way you write?
Uh, I don't see you guys. It's all black. But oh, it's me. I'm featuring me. Okay. Um, it it's really loaded. Like it took a while for me to really write, but in the US, I had a support group who really helped me. And in fact, I met a woman. It was like a divine intervention. She just, she heard about my story and she understood that it took me so long. So she kind of like took my hand, let's do this. So that first book is by MITOS, SUSON, and Darby Patterson. And she's an author and published many books and helped a lot of people. And she was not really asking for much either, almost asked for nothing. But she loves stories and she's a professional storyteller. So that got me. She I met her and then we wrote it together. It was like finally after I met her, like after 6 months, it was published just like that. So it's like wow, I can't believe it.
Is the move also the reason why
On
you
why
No.
you
is it
is it
the
the
book the
book the
reason of why
reason
you
of why
also
you
moved
also
to
moved to
several
several
countries?
countries?
Oh, that's the process when I was growing up. I was like a runner. I like to run away and not think of my
Okay.
problems. So I was a digital nomad before that term was even trendy. So I just it was just like the love of adventure, trying to find truth, every place you go. And then I found out that in different countries people are basically the same but different, and the truth is really not in places, but in the end, you end up like just the truth is really in you. It's not black or white, but shades of gray, and I needed to prove it to myself that, with all these troubles, but it was part of a running away and growing up process. I still have a lot of
Speaking of
stories to
struggles,
write.
Yes.
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 Speaking of
Speaking of
troubles,
troubles,
struggles.
many authors struggle with the balance between truth and drama when writing memoir. How do you
Yes.
write honestly while protecting your peace?
Yeah, what happened was, so when I wrote the first book, it kind of like it sounded like a documentary, but I dropped names. But I didn't feel at peace yet. Then I wrote a second book, The Shards of Time, and it was more like a creative nonfiction. And there I kind of felt more free because I kind of made it like a creativeness. I exaggerated a little bit, but there was actually more truth in the second book, but I cloak it. So people can't really know, like, is this she kidding, or is this truth or not? So, and I spilled more in the second book, but I felt more protection because I exaggerated something. So people don't really know exactly you know, what is the truth. But the other one, I had to stick to the truth because I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to be sued, And people are asking me too, like, are you sure after the first book, this doorbell dictator that, and this is actually really selling well and selling by itself. It's always like tops the Amazon top 100, you
Oh,
know.
Oh,
congratulations.
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. But I think it was like luck because when people look for type martial law, because my title is a doorbell, a dictator, a dad, and during it's something like growing up during martial law, and I think it had a lot to do with the subtitle, the meta tags, But when people try to buy the conjugal dictatorship, my book always comes out with it. So I just kind of
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
ride along and when there's always something going on in the Philippines with the election, with when Bongbong Marcos won, or Duterte, always my book would come out. Like I said, oh, what happened? I'm top 100 again. I didn't even do any marketing, but I think people start to look and see if there was a rumor that they were gonna sanitize the history of the Philippines. So people started to, but when during the election when Bongbong, our president, won, and my book was about the senior, and
Mm-hmm.
suddenly I had all these sales because people were afraid that they will these books will be gone. So it had to do with the title, probably, I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah. Right, why not? Right? We
Yeah,
always
so
try
yeah,
to
the two books, the
um
Shards and the
we always
Doorbell
want
Dictate,
our
I
books to reach
close.
people that are
But the
unreachable.
Shards, I felt more free because I had that protection, that creative
I understood.
nonfiction. So people don't know if I was exaggerating or not, or what exactly is the truth. But with the documentary, it was very blunt.
Yes. Can you
That's
hear
how I
us?
approach
I just
the
want to
issue
check
or the
again.
problem with the memoir, because it's really
Can
not
you
easy.
Ming, can you hear us, Ming?
can you still hear us, Ming?
Kate, can you hear us?
Just a second.
Oh, she's not inside.
So did I answer your question?
Yes, we just wanted to check if you can. I don't think she can hear us. Maybe it's yes.
Okay.
Uh,
I think you have problems on your no.
you can't hear us, right? Ming, hello.
Let me see.
Uh,
Can you unmute it again, Chess? Kate?
I don't
Kate,
hear
can you
you
unmute
anymore.
the? Wait, I'm so sorry. We're having technical problems.
Unmute
Uh,
it.
Unmute it.
Hello.
oh,
Hello.
How
okay.
about
How
How
now?
about
about
now?
now?
Can you
Can you
hear us
hear us
now?
now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Because we
Because we
had some
had some
technical
technical
issue. I
issue. I
apologize
apologize
about
about
that.
that.
And
That's
of
And of
course,
course,
as I
as
was
I was
saying,
saying,
you were
you were
telling us
telling us
about your
about your
Amazon and
Amazon and
how it
how it
was,
was,
the
on the
top
top
10
10
every
every
time they
time they
get
get
searches.
searches.
It's a
It's a
good
good
thing
thing
because we
because we
create our
create our
books and
books
we
and we
want
want
these
these
books
books
reach
reach
people that
people
are
that are
unreachable
unreachable
actually,
actually,
who are
who are
Mm.
looking
looking
for
for
creatives
creatives
like
like
you who
you
are
who are
actually
actually
trying
trying
to
to
tell your
tell your
story
story
about
about
what
what
Mm.
happened,
happened,
Uh-huh.
about the
about the
truth
truth
on
on
your
your
truth,
truth, you know.
So
So
Yeah.
this
this
is
is
good
good
research
research
materials for
materials for
those
those
who
who
are,
are,
naive
naive
or do
or do
not
not
understand
understand
what
what
went
went
on
on
through
through
those
those
times.
times.
So
So
let's
let's
talk
talk
about
about
themes.
themes.
Your
Your
books
books
revolve
revolve
around
around
love,
love,
Yeah.
loss,
loss,
spirituality,
spirituality,
and
and
healing.
healing.
How
How
important
important
is
is
faith
faith
or
or
Mm-hmm.
spirituality in
spirituality
your
in your
storytelling?
storytelling?
Just for me, it's just like the truth is like, coming. You cannot really, because it was also part of my search when I was going from hopping from one country to another. But in the end, the truth is, for me, my discovery of the truth, spirituality is really finding yourself and being still, and it's really within you. You don't find it in a geography, or in it's so I just have to share that. uh,
Mm-hmm.
it's really personal, and I think that when you're honest, you try to be as honest as you can be, then it resonates with people, I think. What I noticed with the doorbell, it's a lot of young people, like the kids who really are very interested in it, and they have questions and they approach me, and I'm really really honored. But my generation, they don't talk so much, because when we grew up in martial law, we were not allowed to say anything about martial law, and then but I'm surprised that a lot
Mhm.
of young kids are asking me questions, are really really interested in it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yes,
especially,
especially,
what
what
we're
we're
going
going
through
through
now.
now.
It
It
Yeah.
kind
kind
of
of
give
give
us
us
a
a
bit
bit
of
of
what
what
happened
happened
before.
before.
In
In
connection to
connection to
that,
that,
I
I
was
was
gonna
gonna
ask
ask
you,
you,
who,
who,
as
as
someone
someone
was
was
lived
lived
abroad but
abroad,
keeps
keeps
a
a
pulse on
pulse
the
on the
Philippines,
Philippines.
what are
What are
your
your
thoughts
thoughts
on the
on the
state of
state
the
of the
Philippine
Philippine
politics
politics
today?
today?
We've
We've
seen
seen
the
the
series
series
already,
already,
the
the
Senate
Senate
hearings.
hearings.
We
We
call it
call it
series.
series.
It's
It's
because
because
it's
it's
Yeah.
like
like
watching a
watching a
telenovela.
telenovela.
The
The
drama is
drama is
unfolding
unfolding
each
each
day.
day.
So,
So,
what do
what
you
do you
think of
think
the
of the
state
state
of the
of the
Philippine
Philippine
politics
politics
today?
today?
I don't know. It's like I feel like it's a theater, like very comedic, And but I'm so proud that I think the last month there was like a lot of protest, and I'm so proud of our
Mm-hmm.
people who are really brave enough to protest, and but it was just so funny, because I mean I come from Cebu, too, and recently the governors, they were fighting each other with over TikTok. It's so crazy. It's funny. I really find it funny, but I appreciate that people are putting out their voices, and just saying no more, no more, and that's amazing. And I'm so proud of our people that they're just not taking it anymore. But I just hope that something will come out of the
Mhm.
protest, there'll be a follow
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
through
hope
and
so
not
too.
just
So,
So,
protest.
so corruption is a long-standing issue in our country. How do you think it affects ordinary citizens emotionally and psychologically, not just economically?
Yeah, it does. It People lose hope, but with the protest, that it gives people hope that it can be changed, because we did it before. Remember, like with even when we
mm-hmm.
toppled the dictator, and I
People
think
People
the
power.
power.
current president, yeah, and it happened. So we shouldn't lose hope. And for me, I'm so proud that like even in Cebu, the protest was very strong, or actually all over the country, and that just happened like a couple of weeks ago. But I just hope that something will come out of it. You know, um,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
not just a big protest and then what next? Or it will follow through with all the court cases. But
Mhm.
I'm glad they're being
Yeah.
Yeah.
exposed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you believe there is a growing political awakening among the Filipino diaspora? How can writers play a role in that?
I think we should really, it's important to write about it, and not to turn the other way, So I think
Yes.
it's our duty, whether we
Mm-hmm.
write it in a form of a poetry or in a form of a fiction or nonfiction, but we really need to do it. Like, we cannot write that's, like a distraction, but write to really share the truth one way or another, to reach the people, even if it's in just a rap song. But we have to get through to everybody, even if it's a TikTok dance. It's important. It's really like it's important. Yeah.
Any
Any
means
means
necessary
necessary
just to
just to
go
go
through
through
into
into
their,
their,
thick
thick
heads,
heads,
Yeah.
especially
especially
those
those
who
Yeah.
who
turn a
turn a
blind
blind
eye.
eye.
Yeah.
There,
I was
I
gonna
was gonna
share it.
share
It's
it.
not
It's not
only
only
the
the
major
major
thieves
thieves
who
who
stole
stole
billions.
billions.
It
It
actually
actually
starts
starts
from the
from the
root.
root.
The
That
decay
decay
starts
Mm.
from
starts
the
from the
root,
root,
and then
and then
the
the
disease
disease
grows.
grows.
When you
When you
turn a
turn a
blind
blind
eye with
eye with
simple
simple
things
things
that
that
some of
some of
the
the
public,
public,
the
the
government
government
employees are
employees are
doing,
doing,
then it
then it
starts with
starts with
that.
that.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
why
why
people
people
should
should
actually
actually
raise an
raise an
issue
issue
right
right
away,
away,
immediately.
immediately.
It
It
happened to
happened
me
to
too,
me too,
even
even
here in
here in
Germany. Can
Germany.
you
Can you
imagine?
Mm.
imagine?
I
Oh,
I
was
was
really?
tasked
tasked
by a
by a
certain
certain
agency
agency
to
to
promote
promote
a
a
material for
material for
them. I'm
them.
not
I'm not
even
even
naming
Mm.
naming
names or
names or
dropping.
dropping.
But
But
Yeah.
then,
then,
when
when
the
the
task was
task
so
was
completed,
completed,
and we were
and we were
even
even
asked to
asked to
create a
create a
report for
report for
it,
it,
Mm.
almost
almost
3 weeks,
3 weeks,
and
and
they
they
haven't
haven't
paid
paid
us.
us.
But
But
they
they
Uh,
were,
were,
they were
they were
so
so
firm in
firm in
asking to
asking to
have this
have this
posted in
posted in
certain
certain
times,
times,
exactly
exactly
1
1
p.m., or
p.m. or,
certain
certain
dates
mm.
dates
every
every
day.
day.
And when
And
you
when you
complete the
complete the
task,
task,
you
you
don't
don't
even
even
have to
have to
ask
ask
them,
them,
to
to
get
get
paid.
paid.
Mhm.
They
They
should
should
immediately
immediately
process the
process the
transaction
transaction
immediately
immediately
because
because
there's a
there's a
budget
budget
going
going
on.
on.
There was
There was
allotted
Yeah.
allotted
budget for
budget
that,
for that.
and that
That
budget
budget
is
is
not
not
their
their
money.
money.
It's the
It's the
taxpayers'
taxpayers'
money.
money.
What's
What's
Mm.
the
the
cause of
cause of
delay?
delay?
They were
They were
saying
saying
because they're
because they're
probably
probably
busy,
busy,
because
because
there's an
there's an
event.
event.
No,
No,
that's
that's
not
not
an
an
excuse.
excuse.
A
A
department
department
is
is
not
not
managed
managed
by
by
one
one
person.
person. It is a
Yeah.
department
For
for
a
a
reason.
reason. It
It
is
is managed
managed
by
by
several
several
people.
people.
So
So
something
something
like
like
this,
this,
simple.
simple. It's
It's
not
not
about
about
the
the money
money
anymore.
anymore.
It's
How
how
they
they
are
are
you
they
they
are
are working.
working. So
So
these
these
Yeah.
things, I raised it. That's
that's
why
why
they
they
don't
don't
want to
want to
work
work
with
with
me
me
because I
because I
cannot
cannot
turn a
turn a
blind
blind
eye.
eye.
I'm
I'm
very
very
honest
honest
and
and
very
very
straightforward.
straightforward.
It's
It's
not
not
about
about
the
the
money,
money,
it's
it's
how
how
you're
you're
doing
doing
your
your
job.
job.
So
Mhm.
So
simple
simple
things
things
like
like
this
this
should be
should be
raised
raised
to
to
these
these
people
people
because
because
they're
they're
not
not
using
using
their
their
own
own
personal
personal
money.
money.
It's
It's
Yeah.
coming
coming
from my
from my
taxes.
taxes.
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly.
It's
It's
coming
coming
from
from
these
these
hardworking
hardworking
OFWs
OFWs
who
who
are
are
sleeping
sleeping
late
late
at
at
night
night
just to
just to
make
make
sure that
sure
their
that their
family
family
back
back
home
home
Mm-hmm.
is,
is,
is
is
uh is
is
supported.
supported. So
So
Yeah.
that
that
was
was
really
really
for
for me
me not so
so unprofessional,
unprofessional, and I
and I
had
had
to,
to,
I had
had
to
to
say
say
it.
it.
Anyway,
Anyway,
I
so
so
think I
now,
now,
think when we don't
yes,
say
yeah,
anything, we're complicit to it. We really have to say something, otherwise
exactly.
exactly.
we're complicit.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
I
I
know.
know.
And I've
I've
seen
seen
so
so
many.
many.
Sinabi ko
Sinabi
pa
ko
nga
pa nga
yung
yung
last
last
message
message
ko
ko
dun sa
dun sa
nag-process.
nag-process.
This
This
department
department
should be
should be
investigated
investigated
at
at
pa-lifestyle
pa-lifestyle
check na
check na
kayong
kayong
lahat
lahat
dyan.
dyan.
Because
Because
my
my
observation,
observation,
what
what
you're
you're
doing
doing
is
is
not
not
right.
right.
So,
So,
I
I
think
think
this is
this is
going to
going
be
to
the
be the
last
last
project I'm
project I'm
gonna
gonna
have
have
with them.
Mm.
Because I
because I
said
said
these
these
things.
things.
So
So
anyway,
anyway,
many of
many
your
of your
readers
readers
describe your
describe your
books as
books as
source of
source of
comfort
comfort
during
during
crisis.
crisis.
What
What
role
Mm.
role
does
does
literature
literature
play
play
in
in
moments of
moments of
disaster or
disaster or
grief
grief
for
for
you?
you?
Uh, it's just like it's really important, like because when you write something and then people you get the feedback from people that it resonated with them, like that's why your book should really come out, your memoir, you
Yeah.
Yeah.
know because you don't know that
No.
you don't know who you touch. I mean,
Mm-mm.
I get it's that for me is the reward, when I got a letter from one of my niece who I don't really know, and then she wrote me a letter that the book really meant a lot to her, and she was, we have barely have a relationship, but she said now she understands why she's like that. Because probably my family was so weird. But she now understood where it was coming from, or she felt really alone. So those things are so important when I have a talk and people come to me and they share their stories, and then for me that is really the reward, that you touch a life, and it helped
Mhm.
somebody, so yeah, so it's really important to speak your truth, because it could help a life, or save a life.
Mhm.
Okay. So, in quarantine wisdom, you reflect on the early days of the pandemic. How was the Filipino
Yeah.
spirit endured through disaster after disaster?
It was so beautiful. The quarantine wisdom. It was a very beautiful time, because suddenly everybody was still, and everybody slowed down, and everybody was just mindful and helpful.
Mm,
The whole community just came together. It was like the pandemic, and then after the pandemic, we had a typhoon, the Oda, which was really like a killer typhoon, which hurt a lot of people. And it's just the pandemic was really beautiful period, even if the business, nobody had work, but everybody just tried to be helpful to and kind to one another. And then suddenly we had the onslaught of the typhoon, and was destroyed so many killed many people and destroyed many lives and places. But everyone stepped up, like that. The earthquake right now in northern Cebu, I was in Cebu at that time.
Yeah.
And
And
In
Davao.
Davao.
okay.
Davao
Davao
had
had
yeah,
just
just
yeah.
7.4
7.4
And then after that, there was something more. So people were writing to me like, "What's going on with our
aftershocks.
aftershocks.
Yeah.
country?"
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like two
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
typhoons after another. That's weird, but
Mm,
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it
Yeah, it
In a
started
started
with
with
way, yeah,
6.5 in
6.5 in
Cebu, I
Cebu, I
think.
think.
And
And
now
now
seven,
yesterday,
yeah,
yesterday,
Davao
Davao
7.4.
7.4.
yeah. But
Wow.
people
Wow.
After
stepped
the
After
up.
the
It's
fire
fire
and
and
amazing. Yeah,
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 and
and
after the
after the
fire
fire
that
that
hit
hit
Davao,
Davao,
now
now
they
they
got
got
the
the
strongest
strongest
earthquake
earthquake
yesterday.
yesterday.
It's just
yeah,
so
So
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
If
If
it's
it's
this is
this is
not
not
a
a
wake
wake
up
up
call, I
call, I
don't know
don't know
what
what
this
this
is.
is.
is it one of your first earthquakes, or is it something, or one of the most intense that you experienced in the Philippines for you?
No, I experienced one too that was really, but that was a long time ago. I remember, like, we had a
Mhm.
house full of glass, and all the glass broke, in the
Okay.
house,
Mm.
and a tower was fell, and many people were buried. That was in Manila, but
Was it
Was
in
it in
I've
Baguio?
Baguio?
no, that was in Manila, but we got affected in Cebu too. So yeah, I
I think
I
there
experienced
think
was
there
a
was a
strong
many
one
strong
in
one
too.
in
Nueva
Nueva
Ecija
Ecija.
also.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 So
And a lot of
The
people
people
died,
that
so buildings
buildings
collapsed.
collapse.
So
So
sa
sa
mga
mga
provinces
provinces
sometimes
sometimes
kapag
pag
ano
ano,
pag
pag
you're
you're
directly
directly
under
under
that
that,
what
what
your
your
fault
fault
line,
line,
Mm,
they
they
don't
don't
yeah,
allow
allow
buildings
buildings
that
that
are
are
higher
higher
than
than
third
third
floor,
floor,
three
three
floors.
floors.
mm,
Kaya
Kaya
very
very
limited
limited
lang sa
lang sa
mga
mga
areas
areas
yung
yung
mga
mga
height
height
dapat,
dapat,
yung
yung
mga
mga
structures.
structures.
yeah.
yeah.
Oo.
Yeah, it's a
Oo.
very terrifying experience to be, yeah, witnessing.
Now,
Now,
on a
on a
positive
positive
note,
note,
let's
let's
talk
talk
about
about
the
the
Frankfurt
Frankfurt
Book
Book
Fair
Fair
2025,
2025,
where
where
the
the
Philippines is
Philippines
a
is a
guest of
guest of
honor,
honor
and
and
you're
Yes.
you're
one of
one
the
of the
delegates.
delegates.
Fortunately,
Fortunately,
this
this
And
year
year
I'm
the
the
speaking
Philippines is
Philippines
a
is
too
a
guest
guest
of
of
honor
honor
at
at
the
on
Frankfurt
Saturday,
Book
Frankfurt.
Messe.
18th.
Uh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
at
she's
two
speaking on
o'clock.
Saturday.
I'm speaking at
ah,
the
What
yeah,
time?
yeah. That'll
what?
be Saturday at 2 p.m. at the
2
Philippine
p.m.
Pavilion.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
And I'm also
I'll be
speaking on
speaking
Saturday,
about the
I
last
think.
book. What's
Not
that?
sure
Sure
what
what
time.
time.
I
I
forgot
forgot
my
my
schedule.
schedule. But
Yeah,
I
but
think
it's
I'm
open to
also
the
on
public.
Saturday.
Yeah, it's
Mm.
open to the public, and
Yeah.
so we're speaking. Cindy and I will be speaking, actually, and my husband. So we'll be talking about Sigbin and and paranormal, experiences.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's
interesting
interesting
because
because
my
my
hometown
hometown
has a
has a
lot of
lot of
that too
that
in
too in
Capiz.
Capiz.
Okay.
Oh my God,
Iligan and
Capiz,
yes,
Capiz,
it's
you know.
famous for
my
that.
My
Yeah,
grandfather's
grandfather's
from
from
Capiz
Capiz
and
and
part of
part
my
of my
father
father
is
is
from
from
Iloilo.
Iloilo.
So
So
in
in
Capiz,
Capiz,
there's
there's
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
beautiful,
beautiful,
extraordinary
extraordinary
things
things
being
being
told
told
to
to
us
us
growing
growing
up.
up.
So
So
that's a
that's a
thing,
thing
I
I
find
again.
find.
paranormal activities very interesting.
do you have a Sigbin too in Capiz?
I
I
think
think
we
we
have
have
Or it's a different name?
aswang.
Aswang.
we're
we're
always
always
known
known
for
for
aswang
aswang
there,
there,
yeah.
yeah.
So
So
that's
that's
something
something else.
else. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
how
how
does it
does it
feel to
feel
be
to be
part of
part
the
of the
delegation?
delegation?
I can't believe it. It's really like mind blowing because I've always dreamt
Mm-hmm.
like when I used to live in Frankfurt, I live here almost like
Mm-hmm.
a good 15 years in Frankfurt. And
Mhm.
every time there
Mm-hmm.
was a fair, like the city was really, all the hotels are booked, the restaurants are full, and the traffic is so, like intense. And the city was just lively. And I was always dreaming like, oh my God, that's like a world, different universe, and I can't believe it. Like, pinch me. I'm back here, and as I am a delegate, I can't believe it. It's really like a dream come true. I still can't, until now I cannot, like, coming back home and then seeing the city, the train station, all these places I'm familiar with. It's still like I still feel like I'm with my jet lag. I still feel like I'm in a dream, really.
Mm.
But I'm so proud of the Philippines, and I'm so proud that we are there. And I can't wait to meet you guys in person. I'm a little bit nervous for
Yes,
my
yes,
talk.
yes. It's okay. You will see it through.
I hope
What
so.
story of the Philippines do you personally hope international readers will discover through this event?
Pardon, I didn't get the question.
The question was, what story of the Philippines do you personally hope international readers will discover through this event?
Uh, yeah, Jose Rizal, that was amazing, that video you showed. That was about Jose Rizal, right? I,
Yes.
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 yeah, yeah, that
I
I
think
people
think
it's
will
it's
one of
one
the
of the
know.
highlight of
highlights
the
of the
event.
event.
Yeah, yeah. That's so. And then that recent thing too, like with I don't know if you guys, I heard about this book. Some people need killing.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's
for from
from
Patricia
Patricia
Evangelista.
Evangelista.
I
I
did not
met
hear
her
Yeah,
that
last
yet.
year.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've been hearing about, you know,
You
You
know,
know,
we
we
say
say
that
that
it our
our
inner
inner
self
self
always
always
say
say
that.
that.
Really.
Really.
yeah. Now she said it
Some
out
people
loud.
do need.
Good for her. She's brave enough to say it out loud.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good for
good for
her. She
her. She
wrote
wrote
about
about
it,
it,
no?
no?
Yeah, she said
The
our
things
That
that we
things
thoughts.
that we
only
only
think
think
about,
about,
Patricia
Patricia
wrote it
wrote
for
it for
us.
us.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because,
because
watching
watching
the
the
Senate,
Senate,
I
I
can
can
actually
actually
throw
throw
the
the
book
book
at
at
them.
them. It's like read this. So
Yeah, that's true. It's
irritating.
so
Anyway,
Anyway,
relevant.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
very,
very,
very
very
relevant.
relevant.
Do
Do
you
you
feel
feel
that
that
Philippine
Philippine
literature,
literature,
especially
especially
for
for
from
from
women, is
women, is
finally
finally
being
being
recognized
recognized
on
on
the
the
world
world
stage?
stage?
Parang
Parang
ang
ang
hirap,
hirap,
no?
no?
Matindi
Matinding
yung
struggle
struggle
for
for
women
women
authors
authors
as
as
compared to
compared to
men.
man.
You
You
feel
feel
that
that
way?
way?
Yeah, we really need to band up together and help each other. Because
Yeah.
and then hopefully we'll get the spotlight during this event. Yeah, it's just tough, being
Mm-hmm.
not only women but also being a Philippine author. It's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
That's
that's
Like
true.
true.
yeah. So I really appreciate what you guys are doing.
It's
It's
been a
been a
hard
hard
road
road
to
to
traverse,
traverse,
but
but
we're
we're
almost
almost
there
there
next
next
week.
week.
So,
So,
we
we
fought
fought
a
a
really
really
strong
strong
battle,
battle,
especially
especially
that
that
I also
I also
founded the
founded the
Philippine
Philippine
Literary
Literary
Circle
Circle
Europe
Europe
here.
here.
And
Oh,
And
that's awesome.
this is a
this is a
platform
platform
for
for
Filipino
Filipino
authors who
authors
are
who are
based
based
here in
here in
Europe,
Europe,
Mm.
And
And
it's
Mm-hmm.
it's
twice as
twice as
hard to
hard
be
to be
even
even
recognized.
recognized.
And to
And
be
to
a
be a
part
part
of
of
this
this
event
event
was
was
such
such
a
a
fight
fight
for
for
everyone,
everyone,
so I
so I
can
can
bring
bring
everyone
everyone
out
out
there,
there,
just
just
to
to
showcase
showcase
their
their
talents
talents
as
as
well,
well,
and
and
to
to
tell the
tell the
world
world
that
that
they are
they are
also
also
Filipinos.
Filipinos.
Wala lang
Wala
sa
lang sa
Pilipinas,
Pilipinas,
based in
based in
Europe,
Europe,
but
but
because they
because they
have their
have the
reasons
reasons
why
why
they're
they're
here
here
also.
also.
So
So
I
Mm.
I
hope
hope
they will
they
be
will be
given
given
also the
also the
same
same
opportunities
opportunities
next
next
week.
week.
So
So
yun.
yun.
Yes. And with that,
That's awesome.
what's your hope for the legacy of Philippine participation at the Buchmesse? How can this open doors for future generations of writers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
Are you
hopeful,
hopeful,
Popo?
Babo?
Yes, definitely. Because it will give us the platform, and I'm seeing
Mm-hmm.
that they're really doing a lot of
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
ads. Yeah, and it's just so beautiful too what I see they've created. Yes, of course. And we really needed this platform. So I hope, it will we will get something out of it. But yes, we do need, and definitely, because I was really not familiar with I'm an indie author, so I'm not familiar with the traditional publisher, how they work. But now I'm
Mm-hmm.
really understanding the whole business of it. It's amazing, and it's a business, and it's really tough to crack. But we are kind of like banding together, and that's the only way we can make it to be heard. So yes, I have
Mm-hmm.
a lot of hope for this. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you?
We
That's the
that's
only
the
thing
only
that
thing
we
that
have
we
to
have to
hold
hold
on
on
to.
to.
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
we
If we
cannot
cannot
hold
hold
on to
on to
it,
it, then
then everything
everything
fails.
fails.
So
So
yes,
yes,
of
of
course, if
course,
you
if you
could
could
give
give
one
one
piece
piece
of
of
wisdom
wisdom
to
to
your
your
younger
younger
self
self
before
before
publishing
publishing
your
your
first
first
book,
book,
what
what
would
would
it
it
be?
be?
I'm
I'm
curious
curious
also.
also.
Just believe in yourself and keep on writing. Don't give up hope, and don't give up. Continue to dream because dreams do come true.
Very
Very
And
meaningful
meaningful
talaga
talaga
yan,
yan,
especially for
especially for
struggling
yeah,
struggling writers.
writers. Ang
Ang
hirap
hirap
talaga.
yeah,
talaga.
It's
It's
just the
just the
honor of
honor of
writing.
writing.
Hindi,
Hindi,
it's
it's
not going
not
to
going
make
to
you a
make you a
multimillionaire when
multimillionaire
you're
when you're
starting
starting
out,
out,
especially for
especially for
us who
us
are
who are
independent
independent
writers and
writers and
independent
independent
publishers.
publishers.
But
But
it's the
it's the
honor of
honor of
actually
actually
just
just
relaying your
relaying your
culture
culture
and
and
having
having
to
to
finish
finish
a
a
certain
certain
book,
book.
'di
Diba?
ba? It's just
yeah.
beautiful.
Beautiful.
And then especially when people like give feedback about your work, and then you know that it
Mm.
touched a life, then you feel like, oh my God, it's all worth it. Like, I'm glad I wrote it. I'm glad I put it out there. Because sometimes you never know, like, is this right or should I? And then it gives an affirmation, when, especially my family, they're so hard to please. So they're the worst critic.
Mine
So
too.
for them, if they say
I think
something
they'd
about the
Never
never
read
book,
my
read
book
my book
anyway.
anyway.
you know, when
Yeah.
they give me a compliment,
So
then I really get touched.
So,
So,
in
in
one
one
word,
word,
what
what
does
does
resilience
resilience
mean to
mean to
Mito
Mito
Susan?
Susan?
Oh wow. One word.
Yes.
One
yes.
word.
Oh my God, that's hard. um, Belief.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think.
think.
That's
That's
good.
good. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
for
me,
me,
it's
it's
hope.
hope.
Then,
Then
pa
pa
rin.
rin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
I
I
think
think
not
not
just for
just for
me,
me,
but
but
for
for
the
the
Filipinos.
Filipinos.
In
In
general, we
general, we
have
have
that
that
mentality.
mentality.
They call
They
us
call us
resilient, but
resilient,
they're
but
just
they're just
hopeful that
hopeful that
something good
something
will
good will
come
come
by
by
because
because
it's a
it's a
struggle
struggle
to be a
to be a
Filipino,
Filipino,
really.
really.
Especially
Especially
knowing
knowing
now
now
that
that
instead
instead
of
of
having
having
a
a
beautiful
beautiful
life
life
just
that
mm.
goes
goes
to
to
the
the
pockets
pockets
of
of
a
a
few
few
people,
people,
it's
it's
just
just
heartbreaking.
heartbreaking.
Yes,
And of course,
painful. Yeah,
finally, where can
yeah.
our listeners find your books and follow your work? Is it
Uh,
online, all
All
in
in
Amazon?
Amazon.
no. They can actually get it at Eight Letters, Eight
Eight
Letters
letters website,
Bookstore and
okay.
Publishing. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of books in many local bookstores too, but I have them on Amazon too, but they can actually get them from Eight Letters Bookstore and Publishing. And I have this is my latest work. I co-wrote this with my husband, and it's a practical
What's the
guide
What's
to
the
title?
Sigbin
title?
keep. A practical guide to Sigbin keeping. You know,
Ah, and it's
and
a
It's a
it's
dog.
dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
know.
know.
it's
It's
a
It's
a
a
Sigbin.
mystical
mystical
dog.
dog.
It's a Sigbin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
like
a
a
mystical
mystical
dog,
dog,
right?
right?
But
But
Yeah,
they
and
usually
usually
relate it
related
to
to
bad
bad
omen.
omen.
well, I'm writing about a good Sigbin because
Oh, that's
they think
cute.
that and she's a balikbayan from the US. She comes home to Sikihor.
Ooh.
She comes home to Sikihor, and she finds out that her grandma is the celebrity shaman in Sikihor. and
Okay.
her
Person to
imaginary
Sigbin.
friend he was growing up, was is a Sigbin, so and then
Oh,
let's start.
beautiful.
Beautiful. As
It's
a
a
must.
must.
People
People
should
should
definitely
definitely
get
get
that.
that.
It's
It's
very
very
interesting.
interesting.
It's
It's
not
not
only
only
mysterious,
mysterious,
but
but
also
also
talks
talks
about
about
the
the
culture,
culture, the
stories
stories
that
Yeah.
that
been
been
passed
passed
on
on
with
with
generations.
generations.
It's
It's
beautiful
beautiful
and
and
should
should
be
be
really
really
kept
kept
in
in
the
the
hearts
hearts
of
of
the
the
next
next
generations.
generations.
Yes. So, Ming, thank you for reminding us that stories, especially those rooted in memory and identity, can be tools of healing and resistance.
Yes. Maraming salamat, Ming. Your journey through pages, places, and personal growth is
It's
a
a
testament
testament
to
to
the
the
power
power
of
of
the
the
written
written
word.
word.
Maraming salamat. We're
We're
honored to
honored to
have
have
you
you
here
here
on
on
Talk
Talk
Alley.
Alley.
See you
See you
next week
next
with
week
Thank
at the
Frank
Frank
Further
Further
you.
Book
Message.
Message.
Salamat din po. Yeah. Thank you. See you. See you
Bye.
Bye.
soon. Bye.
Bye. So,
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 Mike,
Mike,
that
that
was
was
very
very
interesting
interesting
discussion
discussion
with
with
Ming.
me.
I
I
really
really
enjoyed
enjoyed
talking to
talking to
her,
her,
especially
especially
learned
learned
so
so
much
much
from
from
her
her
again
again
and
and
her
her
works.
works.
Diba?
Diba?
yes,
They're
I would be very excited to listen in to the
Her talk.
talk
you.
at the pavilion
That's right.
on the
No?
Saturday, next Saturday, 2 p.m. about
Yeah,
paranormal
It's
activities.
cute
kasi
kasi
she
she talks
talks
about
about
some
some
of
of
her
her
books
books
talk
talk about
about
facts,
facts,
Mm.
the
what's
what
happened
happened
in
in
the
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 past,
past,
what
what
really
really
happened to
happened
her
to her
family.
family.
But
But
then
then
she's
she's
also
also
fascinated
fascinated
in
in
something
something
that
that
is
is
mysterious
mysterious
and
and
cannot be
cannot be
explained.
explained.
Mm.
Yeah,
Parang ang
parang ang
cute
cute
the
the
irony
irony
of
of
having
having
two
two
ideals
ideals
that
that
is
is
Ming,
Ming,
the symbol to
symbol to
Ming, the
Ming, the
mystery and the
mystery and the
reality
reality
combined.
combined.
And
And
that's
that's
Ming for
Ming for
you,
you,
ladies and
ladies and
gentlemen.
gentlemen.
Thank you
Thank
for
you for
joining us
joining us
today on
today on
Talk
Talk
Alley, and
Alley,
we'll
and
see
we'll
you at
see
the
you at the
Frankfurter
Frankfurter
Book
Book
Messe
Messe
next
next
week. See
week.
you
See you
there
there
Yes,
po.
po.
please don't miss it. Be Be
Be
there
there,
starting starting on the
starting on the
15th,
15th,
hall
hall
5.1
5.1,
and
and
booth
booth
A126.
A126.
So
So
Maria's
Maria's
showing all
showing
of
all of
the
And
and
we
we
topics
have
have
more
more
that you will be
activations
also
activations.
be that you
that
can
you can
also
also
avail at
avail
the
at the
booth.
booth.
So
So
please
please
don't miss
don't
it
miss it
out.
out.
Also the
Also the
talks that
talks
are
that are
going to
going to
be
be
taking
taking
place
place
there.
there.
It's going to be
Be
a
a
very
very
nice
nice
5 days at the book
book
fair
fair
2025
2025
in
in
Frankfurt.
Frankfurt.
See
See
you
you
po.
po.
See you there.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.